Welcome back guys. In this video I'm going to show you a powerful technique using Canva and ChatGPT that will help you design a month's worth of content in just a few clicks. It's a real time saver that will boost your productivity. The best part, you don't need any writing or graphical design skills. Even as a beginner, you can easily use these tools. First, we'll use ChatGPT to write the content for our posts. ChatGPT is a popular tool that can help you write articles, blog posts, emails, and even more. If you don't have an account, you can register for free at chat.openai.com. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can follow along. Here's what we'll do. I'll ask ChatGPT to generate 35 quotes about wealth, success, money, and motivation, along with their authors, in a table format built for Excel. We'll use these quotes for our Instagram posts. Keep in mind that you can ask ChatGPT to write anything you like to post on social media, including captions. Once we have our quotes, we'll move on to Canva. Canva is a tool we'll use to create the designs. You can register for free if you don't have an account. I'll provide a link in the description below. After opening Canva, click on Create a Design at the upper right corner and search for the dimension you want to design for. In this case, we're designing for Instagram, so I'll choose the portrait size. Once the canvas is loaded, you can search for templates that fit your work or scroll down to find one. For this tutorial, I'll choose a template and show you how to customize it. The design will serve as a template for all our other designs. Now let's go back to ChatGPT. I'll copy one of the quotes, preferably a long one, and go back to Canva to paste it into the text box. Scale it down and then duplicate it using Ctrl+D. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT to copy the author's name and paste it into the second text box. If you'd like to change the font of the text, select the text box by holding down Shift and then click on the font drop-down menu. You can choose the font you prefer or search for any other type. Next, I'll make the author's name lighter by clicking on the bold icon to give it some contrast. I'll also increase the text border and place it in the bottom. I'll repeat the same for the quote and increase the font size so it matches our look, what we want. If you feel the colour doesn't pop enough, you can increase the transparency by clicking on the shade icon and dragging the slider all the way to 100 if it currently isn't at it. Do the same for the second text as well. If you don't need the logo, you can delete it. For the bottom text, you can edit it to include your social media handle or site name. You can also change the font type and size as you like. I'll expand the text border to fit most of the quotes using the side handles. Next, we'll add borders to make sure the main content fits right on our Instagram timeline. Click on the letter R on your keyboard to add a rectangle. Then drag one of the angles while holding the Shift and Alt key together. Release it when the dimensions say 1080 by 1080. This is the dimensions for Instagram's square size. And whatever is within this box will be displayed on your profile. Press the Shift+R to bring up the ruler and drag it to meet the top of the box. Repeat the same for the bottom and delete the box using the Delete key. Now you can rescale and position each text wherever you want it to place it. Let's add a line by pressing the L on the keyboard and dragging it to the middle of both the text boxes. To hide the ruler, press Shift and R again on the keyboard. Moving on, we need to delete the current image and go to the Elements tab on the left sidebar of the canvas. Here you'll find the images you want to use in the design. For this tutorial, I'll search for luxury and select photos, while filtering for vertical images since our designs are in portrait orientation. Click and drag one of the photos to the canvas. Then expand the overlay to fill up the design. If you're satisfied with the look of the design, you can delete the placeholder picture by clicking on it and then pressing delete. Now let's go back to the Elements tab and scroll down to the Frames section. Click on See All and find a portrait frame. Drag it onto the canvas and scale it up to fill the design space. This frame will hold all your photos. Now, if you want to use specific photos, you can simply map them and skip the next step. Alternatively, if you don't have a specific photos in mind, Canva offers a wide selection to choose from. To begin, let's go to the Elements section and search for Luxury. Filter the results show to vertical images, just as we did before. Right-click on one of the pictures and select Add to Folder. Create a new folder called Luxury, or whatever you wish, and add the selected photos to the folder. To add other images, right-click again and choose Add to Folder. This time you'll see the folder you just created, so simply click on it and add the image. Repeat this step to complete the desired number of photos. Since we need 28 more photos for a total of 30, you only need to repeat this previous step that amount of times. Now that we have all our quotes and the corresponding photos, we can use Canva's Bulk Create feature. Go to the Apps section on the left-hand sidebar and search for Bulk. Click on the results to use the Bulk Create feature. Here you can either enter your data manually or upload a CV file. For this tutorial, we use the manual option. Firstly, let's clear the data table to start from scratch. Then go back to ChatGPT and copy all the quotes. Make sure to start highlighting from the heading section that says quotes. Paste the quotes into the first box in Canva's Bulk Create feature by clicking on it and pasting using either the right click and then paste or Ctrl and V. If your quotes are in different sections, you'll need to click on the last box to add more quotes. This will give you more lines on your dataset. The next step is to add photos. Click Add Image at the top and a column will be added for the images. Click on the box for each row to select the corresponding image. If you followed the previous step correctly, your folder with the photos should be available here. If you've uploaded your images, they'll be available here also. Add the photos to their respected rows. Once you've done, click Done. 3 data fields have been identified, which correspond to the columns we created. Right-click on the quote and go to Connect Data and then select Quote. Do the same for the second text and select Author. For the photos, click on the overlay, hold down Ctrl and then click to select the frame underneath. Click the 3 dots, go to the Connect Data and choose Image. You'll see a check mark on the boxes if you've completed this step correctly. If everything is looking good, click on Continue. You can uncheck any rows you don't want to include. If you're then satisfied with the settings, click on Generate 30 pages. Canva will now generate the posts based on the provided data. As you can see, most of the posts look the way we wanted them to look. However, you may still find 1 or 2 that need adjusting. Simply click on those posts and make the necessary edits. Let's say you don't like the red overlay or it doesn't suit your brand. You can go back to our main design, click on the overlay and select a different colour. For example, I'll change it to black. Click anywhere on the canvas to go back and click the button below on the left to regenerate the posts. It's important to note that any changes you make to the main design will be reflected on all the generated pages. You can further edit the posts to your liking. Once you're happy with the generated posts, you can click on Share to download them as a PNG or a JPEG file and start posting them directly to your social media platforms. Alternatively, you can share them natively on Canva or schedule them for later dates if you're on the paid plan. Did you find this tutorial helpful? If so, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more tutorials like this. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. By using this bulk create feature in Canva, you can save a significant amount of time and speed up your content production on social media. It's worth mentioning that the bulk create feature on Canva is only available on paid plans. However, you can use Canva completely free for 30 days if you use the link provided in the description below. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in more videos that use ChatGPT and Canva to create bulk social media posts like this one, even videos, then check out the links in the description below.